Hello, I'm BXToyCat and welcome back to another top 5 video. Today I'm going to be going through the top 5 reasons why people play Minecraft console over Minecraft PC, because one of the first questions I get from a lot of people when they find out I play the console version of Minecraft is, why? You know, Toycat, you can actually get insert feature here if you play the PC version, but to me there's a lot of features the console has that the PC just doesn't that make it much more usable to me, and I think it'd be cool to go through all those reasons in a video. First of all, for people who play the PC, who want to know why people play console, and second of all, if you are a console player and you want to know what we have over the PC, this is the video for you. So hopefully you do like the video. If you do, please do like it and let me know. It helps out the channel a lot and lets me know you do like it. And let's get straight into the video then, shall we? So let's start with number 5 on the list, which is the better creative menu. So even though I'm mostly a survival player, you'll notice I'm playing creative right now, I do have quite a big creative world. I do reasonably large amounts of things in creative, and when it comes to creative menu, I think the console version just has head over shoulders better than the PC one, because instead of 10 categories we have 8, which seems more complex because they're all next to each other, but in reality a lot of things just make way more sense, and if I explain them to you, you'll be like, oh yeah, why does the PC not do that? So for instance, redstone transportation are separate sections on the PC, even though most of the rails are to do with redstone anyway, these 3 right here. For instance, if you want to get the golden carrot, the best food in the game, you have to go to the brewing section down at the bottom, so it's really easy to get lost of that one. If you want to, for instance, find the chests, you go to decoration, because of course chests are just a decoration on the PC, whereas on the console it's a miscellaneous, which makes way more sense to me. And there's just a load of really weird ones like that, where it's like, I don't understand why they did that. So yeah, a lot of really weird things on the PC creative menu. The console one is much easier to understand, and this is one of those areas where it just makes so much more sense, and I really do think the console version of creative has a big increase over the PC one as far as, usability goes. So if you're a creative guy, then I think the console creative menu is just easier, and that's a big part of just finding your blocks, moving on, so you can be like, oh, I want endstone mixed with sand and then a creeper head. It's just slightly easier to do on the console, in my opinion. So yeah, I definitely think the console menu is easier, and also you gotta bear in mind it has the clear select menu. Anyway, let's move on from that to number 4 on the list, which is actually to do with skins. So skins is something when they kind of first were introduced, it was kind of like, oh, there's just a skin pack now. But the thing about skin packs on consoles, even though you pay for skin packs and there's not too many other ways to get them besides the default ones, that's something I really don't like. One thing I really do like about skins on the console is it's so easy to switch between them. On the PC, it's not in-game switching. You have to go all the way to the Minecraft website, and it really is really tricky. But if I want to go from being a cat to being a dog right this minute, look at me, I'm a dog already, and I'm like, oh, I'm kind of bored of that, I go back to the cat. Whereas on the PC version, you have to switch it on the Mojang website, and then you have to wait for a little bit, and it's not as instantaneous. You can't like make a joke that you're a skin for a second and then go back to that, and it's just a much, kind of cooler, faster system. And admittedly, although you do pay for skin packs on console, which again, it's not something I think is the best way forward, I think there should be a free option as well, although you do have to pay for skin packs on console and not on PC, you have to pay for realms to, get local multiplayer on PC, whereas on the console, of course, you can just locally join and, join anyone in just instantly using your current connection. So you gotta bear in mind, realms is a lot more expensive than skin packs, so you can kind of argue it out that way. That's how I'd put it anyway. So yeah, even though the skin pack system isn't my favorite one in the world, I definitely think the way you switch skins is a big improvement of the PC version, and one of the really cool things I've got to mention is actually that they can go outside the bounds of normal skins. If you want to have a skin, which like my suited cat suit here just has bubble heads on, you can do that, and it's a completely genuine skin. If you look at the Doctor Who skin pack, if I actually have it downloaded, if you look through the Doctor Who skin pack, you'll actually notice there's massive Dalek skins, and these things are just massive. They go well beyond the means of a skin, and you can do this with the console version because it's more of a closed platform, and that's always cool right there. So yeah, as you can see here, the Doctor Who skin packs, they've got so many skins that just kind of go out there and crazy, and I think that's pretty cool. Let me just show you a Cyberman right here. Look, it's so much goes outside the bounds of the normal skin, and you even get skins which are half height, which are mostly invisible, and even upside down, as you can see right here. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool personally. Upside down skins with hats on, skins with all these extra things, that's a console exclusive, and that's why it's one of the cooler ones. So this is really creepy. I'm going to go back to being a cat, and let's move on to number 3 while I do that, which is actually the thing I'm controlling this with. So controller support, even though it is finally coming to Pocket Edition, it is for the most part a console exclusive, because being able to control the game with a controller is still something the PC doesn't have, and for the longest time the Pocket Edition had an exclusivity agreement with the Xperia Play, which meant that basically if if you wanted to, play a controller on Minecraft, the console was the only option. And you might think, why would you want to play with a controller? I know a lot of people really like their keyboard and mouses, but the controller is one of the most universal forms of control, and there's a lot of benefits to the controller you don't get otherwise. So for instance, although, your aiming's a little bit more snappy on the PC, being able to do things like constant movement, so I'm moving my left stick in the left direction and my right stick in the right direction to do a circle. This is a lot harder to do on PC, and there's a lot of things where I think the, controller is just a much better fit. For instance, casual play. If you want to sit at the back of your couch, you don't want to bring your keyboard and mouse with you back there, you take your controller. If you want to have your controller next to your face, like you would with a, an iPad, that's something you can totally do. But it's, something that has much more versatility, and I think the controller, as far as just, playing a fun game, is definitely the most versatile control system, and it's been exclusive for the past 3 years to consoles. So, console editions, regardless of what you think about a lot of the game, I think the control system is its big strength, and that's one of its coolest things to me. So yeah, controller, regardless of which one you're using, I think is always going to be a much easier way, at the very least, to play Minecraft than on the PC, for at least most players. I know some people are diehard keyboard mouse fans, but that's not me personally. Anyway, moving on from this, let's move on to exclusive features which come to the console. So this is, this obviously isn't as many as the PC has from being an update or two ahead of us, but there's a lot of things that when they, the 4J Studios guys look at and they're like, oh, let's put that on the console, they realize that, there should be a few changes to it. So just to name a couple of them, the Ender Dragon fight, that's only just caught up to the console one from 2 years ago now. The Ender Dragon fight just kind of sucked for PC for the longest time, whereas when they brought it to the console, they changed the Ender Dragon behavior, they gave it Ender Dragon acid to give him an extra, kind of kick to him, and they just made the Ender Dragon fight so cool in so many ways. If we think about something, stuff like cakes, for instance, they only stack to 1 on the PC, which means you can't make cake stairs as easily. So cake stairs is totally a thing. That's one of the funniest things, but it's a real thing. You can make a staircase out of cake a lot easier without needing extra blocks on the console, because you can stack them like so. So yeah, stackable cakes is cool. Stuff like the Ender Dragon being better is cool, and stuff like just being able to spawn in a mule with a mule spawn egg rather than having to be increative and being like, I have to do this and then this and then that. It just makes so much more sense to me. So yeah, I definitely think that I definitely believe that the console exclusive features are really cool. Just logical things to me that I don't understand why the PC doesn't. Of course, you do have to, suffer with being about a year behind the PC version return, which admittedly means you miss a lot of features. But I do think that the exclusive features we do get are really cool, and I like them a lot. Like, look at this mule right here. He's a cool mule. I'll give him a creeper. There you go. Do your thing. Anyway, let's move on to number 1, which will involve exiting the game. Should I save or not? I'm not really sure. Which actually revolves around the custom super flat feature they added recently. So basically, the custom super flat feature, I've shown this off a million times, it's one of my favorite features in the game, is one where, the PC has, where you go to custom super flat and you make your stuff. On the PC, you have to manually get a, big layer of text and make that whole thing happen, but on the console, you don't need to leave the game, you don't need to do that, you can think of the creativity as you go along. If I want to have gold blocks followed, wait, I need to actually save that there. If you want to have gold blocks followed by, I don't know, let's say bricks, bricks times 3, and then below that, just for giggles, have a layer of, TNT. That's something you can entirely do with the GUI. You can do this on the PC, but you have to go through all that extra effort, and it's not something you can just visually come up with the idea of. If you want to select your biome, as easy as this. If you want to select all these things, you can do this with a GUI, and to me, I think being able to visually see stuff like this, there's a reason why GUIs are popular. There's a reason that people don't like just typing in commands, and that your operating system, uses one, and it isn't just like a big command line. It's because GUIs are just nice to use, and that's why this is one of my favorite features. It's so powerful, you can invent loads of custom modes. I've invented loads of custom modes, and it's just a really cool thing. So yeah, between those 5 features, I think the console definitely has a lot of reasons to play, whether it be playing easier, whether it be playing better with the creative menu, whether it be being able to play with your friends and having that cool skin switching thing. I think there's so many benefits to the console, and one small thing I didn't mention on the control side of things is actually that you can switch between the style of crafting you have on the PC and the style they have on the console. This is another cool thing because the console crafting is so much faster, but if you want to use the PC crafting, you can do that too, and you can kind of pick your system. On the PC, you're stuck with one. We've got 2 systems on the console, which is really, really cool. So yeah, I hope you did enjoy the video. I hope you agreed with something I said here and you don't hate me right now and you're just stewing there in your seat. But yeah, I'd very much appreciate a like on the video if you did like it, a share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos like this every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye. By the way, there's not going to be a live stream today, so very sorry about that. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next video.